Hello, welcome friend, my name is Annika and today, I'm making a video. It's been a while and if you want to learn more about why and all that, I have I did write a community post more than a month ago or something like that. I can't remember when, a little bit behind why and all that, but I'm not going to go into that in this video because I do have a limited time and I kind of want to do this as fast as possible, and so there will be there will be mistakes, so but I'm trying to make a video, so yay. So here's my third sketchbook of 2017, so last year's sketchbook. And the stickers are from Redbubble and the artists are Ellen Wihlberg. This lovely lady made this and I adore her art, so you should definitely go check her out. And there will be links to everything I talk about in the description, as well as what the sketchbook is. And this is by Mega Wizard, I believe. And this is one of those instances where I actually don't follow the artist, but I fell in love with the sticker, so I had to have it because I'm a huge Zelda and Mario and all that fan. So let's just get into it. I started this on the 23rd of May 2017 and I finished it in June, the 30th of June. And as I mentioned, I will have links to the stickers and all that, because this is just to remind me of who is everything, what is there will be a lot of those because I kind of just woke up from a nap also, so I'm a little dozy, but I'm trying to make this video, so just go. It was the middle of Mermaid, and the 23rd is actually the last day that I officially did. I didn't make any more Mermaid ECOs of that, but I did continue sketching in my sketchbook, but I never posted them. So this is actually the last Mermaid card that I made, and I will have that on the screen so that you can see. So, and I continued sketching mermaids though. So here are some robot mechanical mermaids that I tried out. So I will probably go back to this sketchbook when Mermaid hits again, so that I can just sort of get inspired by myself. And a jellyfish type, and I believe it was around this time where the YouTube Artist Collective did the underwater theme. So Bailey J did a sort of a jellyfish girl with a city, or I can't remember, but it was something, and I will have a link to that in the description if you want to watch that. But yeah, so inspired by Bailey J, sort of, with my own twist, of course, and a little cute seal, and a hammer shark mermaid, and we have a blue whale, and a mama mermaid and a baby. And this is I wanted to do this for Mermaid, more a big thing, so I might come back to this one later because I do like it, but I never, I didn't want to do it small, so if I do it, I want to do it in this size or larger, so that's why I never made it. And here's no mermaids, but a lot of small things, and yeah, I don't know if you can see. I do apologize, I feel like my English is really rusty at this point. I haven't been speaking very much. So my Dryad character, I think I was around this time where I made another one, perhaps, or I just wanted to draw her. Yeah, no, I think the reason why, yeah, this is when I started sketching for a collaboration I did with Harsha Meeks here on YouTube. And if you want to see my video and hers, I will link those in the description. So we did a spring nymph collaboration, and so here's another one, and here this is more of what it ended up looking, but I added a few creatures, woodland creatures, and I will have that on the screen. And as I said, you can watch the video of me making it. And then there were the EDC It Up with Friends, and which is hosted by Papkins or Tabitha Jensen. And if you want to learn more about that, I will have things in the description, so just go read away. But it's this was for the July, either or. I'm not, yeah, June. Fantasy and sci-fi travelers and adventurers. So I did a few sketches for those, and I made this one. I'll have that on the screen, and this one. But this one got changed a little bit. But they actually got lost in the mail, so they ended up being for July's instead. So I never made any cards for July. Some more sketches, some mermaids, and this is one that I kind of wanted to do, but I couldn't really get the mouse right, so I never continued on. And then I did the cosmic landscape for the Scarlet Challenge, which was, I want to say, March box. And yeah, so I sort of did this, and I will have it on the screen, and as well as a video link in the description. So here I am trying out some faces with the pupils. Yeah, that's some random stuff, because that's usually what my pages look like. And a little sort of like a robot fairy thing, princess, ghost, and bird, and some other things. And yeah, I like her, as well as this little flower person. And this is something that I was sketching for the trade, but I ended up not using it, but I ended up doing it for myself. She ended up being a pirate, and yeah, I have that on screen. I really liked how that one turned out, and I think this is could be a cool idea as well, so I want to go back to that one. And yeah, this is the first sketch of one of the cards with a unicorn and two human children on its back, fighting off some monsters in the forest. And I tried thinking up some kind of mechanical looking stuff, because I do struggle with mechanical stuff and robots, but I kind of like them, so I want to be better. And here is the fourth card for June, which ended up being July, and I made this one specifically for Papkins. So yeah, I like how that one turned out as well. And this is something that I sketched a few times. I finally made a card of it on the screen. I'm not really happy with how the end card turned out, but so I might revisit this one at some point. I messed up on the coloring But yeah, there are some ideas, and this one is also in the making, but I haven't really been able to flesh it out anymore, or color it at least. More sketches for the unicorn piece. I think I ended up doing a few, and I sketched in the computer in Photoshop and printed out and traced it onto the paper. Some of the cards, I guess. I don't know. I lost my thoughts again. A little cute furry, I guess, or a little human dog. Some unicorn girls. More trying some expressions and a little more dynamic things, I guess, and some red pencil sketches. And yeah, here I was thinking of ideas for the July, which were people with pets, but as I mentioned, I never made cards for this one because those that I made previously all fit, because I often end up adding animals in my cards because I really love animals, even though we don't have any pets at the moment. But yeah, but I did sketch out quite a lot of different things, so you will see that in this and the next sketchbook. Some more thumbnails, and yeah, I like this idea and that, so might come back, as well as this one. Yes, I don't really know what to say though. And here is I used a reference for this, and then I used this as a reference when I made this, so that's something you can do if you want to use reference but don't want to be too influenced by the actual photo. You can use it to guide you more. So as you can see, I made a lot of changes between those, and this isn't an exact copy either of the original, so this is its own thing, if that makes sense. I don't know. Some more stuff. And yeah, I really all these are potential stuff that I could be making, so maybe one day. And here my daughter got hold of the pencil and left her marks. And more random stuff. And some cute stuff. I don't know. I really love, for this particular sketchbook, I really love the feeling of the graphite pen. I think I used both a mechanical pencil and as well as regular pencils, and I really loved how the pencil looked on this, so that's what I used for most of it, as well as some colored with color lead, as you saw. But I ended up gravitating towards this one in particular. This is a character that I've drawn a lot, or not a lot, but I have drawn on multiple occasions. More people with their pets. I really like all of them, as well as this Unicat kitten, and the moose, and gnomes and astronauts. I usually gravitate towards the fantasy part of the trading group, but I actually really love science fiction as well, so I just feel more comfortable drawing fantasy stuff, so that's why. I don't know if this is when I first saw Moana. No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's sort of a fan art, and I want to say that this is sort of inspired by Jelly Scrubs, one of her pieces on Instagram, because I can't remember, but I will link her in the description as well, so you should check her out because she's awesome as well. More pets, because I love them. Some more stuff, and random. And here I think I used a reference on Pinterest, but as I mentioned before, I think I did this one based on the photo, but I based this one on that one, so they have a different feel to them, sort of. Yes, and this is sort of inspired by that one, so you can see how things get sort of lost in the translation. And here's two characters that I kind of want to do more of. But yeah, and we have this one. I actually really love this one. It was one of those things that I felt like I have to do something with this, but I wasn't ready and I haven't been doing anything with it, but I actually really love how that one turned out, and I have to do something with it at some point. But yeah, look at it, so cute. Well, all the things are cute as well, but I felt a kinship to that one. And here I was looking at my old sketchbooks, which I've mentioned before that I often do, and so I was looking at old sketches, and because I still was sketching for the July people with pets theme, so I was thinking up of things to draw, and I was looking back at my sketchbooks and I found a few that I kind of liked, but I wanted to see if I could make into a card. But neither of these made it, but I will probably go back to this one and drag out ideas. So yeah, I think that sketchbooks are a great place just to, and I do tend to use them as more of a brain dump sort of thing. So most of my sketches are more doodles. But I'm totally fine with that, because that is how I realized how I keep my ideas. So that is what works for me. I occasionally do like to do more polished sketches as well, but I find it more useful for me to do sort of this, like I'm just dumping things on the paper, where I can come back for ideas when I need them, because maybe I wasn't feeling it that day. The sketch that I made I thought was awful, and when I'm looking back at it a year later or more, I can find things in that sketch that I thought was really ugly. I can find something and make it into something new, and I really love that about sketchbooks. So yeah, that's just a little kind of motivating you to get a sketchbook. It doesn't have to be pretty, you don't have to even draw on every page. I've started trying to do that more now, because I still, in this one, I was a little precious about not I can't say that word right now. I didn't want to destroy the other side, but as you can see, with pencil it doesn't really go through that well. and so I could have used that. So if I get yeah, I lost myself again, damn it. But yeah, I've tried to sketch on both sides of the paper nowadays, but you do what you feel comfortable doing in your sketchbook. That's the whole point of a sketchbook, I believe. You can be as reckless or as careful with it as you want. Yes, more pets and their owners, I guess. Again, more. Yeah. Looking back, these I feel sort of inspired again, so I haven't looked back. Yeah, that was the last page, and I keep a page in the back for trying out my materials that I want to use in the sketchbook, so that I can see if they bleed or not. As you can see, Copics are, yeah, not really good for sketchbooks if you want to draw on the other side. The thing you can do to go around that is, of course, that you can tape things into your sketchbook, which I haven't been doing, but I might if I start to do something using markers in my sketchbook again. So here is what the sketchbook is called. It's a Hahneühle, I don't know how that is called. It's a DEKO sketchbook. So it's a 140 gram paper with 124 sheets of paper, E5, and I actually really like this. It was awesome for pencils. I didn't end up doing much other work. As I said, I just use it for sketches. The thing I don't like about pencil is that it can smudge, as you can, I don't think you can see it well, but on this page it's sort of smudged from the side, and if you're using a harder size lead, that is more of a problem, but you can seal it with fixative or hairspray. But yeah, I haven't been bothered to do that. But yeah, so that was my third sketchbook of 2017. I am really sorry for the audio and rambling. My brain is not the best, but I tried really hard to make a video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't make any promises how often I will upload from now on, because I'm not feeling very good. So it might be sporadic, or you might get a video every week, but don't count on it on the right at this moment. But I want to get back into it, because yeah, it's fun when it goes well, I guess. I don't know. It's fun to share, and I like sharing my sketchbook, because if something happens to my sketchbooks in the future, there's always a video of the things that I drew, so I think there's more value than I've realized. Plus, I can sort of hear my thoughts if I rewatch my videos, or for my daughter, if she ever come across my silly little videos in the future when I'm not around anymore. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. Hej då!